Hello YouTube creators and subscribers, I just wanted to thank you all for tuning into my video. Today we're going to be going through the deep web, episode 7, so let's begin. Now it looks like we stumbled across another website focusing on credit cards. That's right, some kind of fraudulent activity with money? Maybe, let's check it out. Dreamweavers. They have 5 links at the top: home, about, facts, customer, feedback, contact, and order. And then some information below. Basically what this website does, I assume, is sell preloaded debit cards, but they're most likely stolen. And according to them, it's risk-free. So let's read what they're all about. Welcome. Please read through our whole site before you contact us with any questions. That way you can be as efficient as possible. If you're in the process of trying to acquire Bitcoin, scroll down to the bottom of the page and follow some of the links we've provided to see valid places where you could purchase Bitcoins. After reading through our site, you may contact us to place an order or to ask us a question that you don't think was answered on our website. But before doing that, make sure you read the facts page to cover most of the questions that you may have, and the contact order page on how to properly place an order with us. Please be aware of phishing sites. There are many out there impersonating this website, hurting us, hurting the reputation of our company. For example, there is a site with our exact features called Dream Traders, and even sites like The Following Onion who are using our exact site with different contact information to scam our customers. Each card balance ranges between $2,000 to $2,400. If your local currency isn't USAD, the balance of the card will convert accordingly as you use it. Pricing. Discount brackets. 1 card is $112. 3 cards, $289. 3 cards, $289, 5 cards, $438, and so forth. That's right. Now on the side it says quick info. Magnetic cards are fading out and can only be used in a few areas around the world, including most of the US, but they are currently being phased out. These cards are much easier to make and cost less to create, hence the lower price. Chipped cards. If you want to make sure you get a card that will work for you, go to the chip cards. We have chipped cards that will work in just about any country around the world, so buying chipped cards is a foolproof way to make sure you get a card that works in your area. Note, chipped cards also come with magnetic strips. So for their chipped cards, you could purchase 1 for $145, 3 for $375, 5 for $569, and so forth. Now, is this site a legitimate website that has no risk involved? Probably not. I do believe this website might be created by the FBI as a honeypot to entrap people to making a purchase for a card that supposedly will have a certain amount of money, and then they end up getting busted for using a fraudulent or stolen credit card. So if you do stumble across this website, please do not purchase anything unless you're a federal agent, unless you have clearance through the government. With that said, let's go ahead and check out their facts page. Frequently asked questions. What are the balances of these cards? The magnetic cards are loaded with close to $2,000, and the EMV cards have been loaded up to about $2,400. What kind of cards do I need? Do I require a card with EMV chip? Most buyers will need to buy and purchase chipped cards. If you don't know what you need, the best option is to go with the EMV chipped cards. Magnetic cards only work in a few selected countries, including the United States of America. Why do the EMV chipped cards cost more than the plain magnetic cards? The EMV cards cost more to make and require more work to create. They work in most places around the world, so the programming of the cards is more intensive. Why are these guys selling these cards as if they're risk-free and have money on them. The question is answered on our About page. If you have further questions on the subject, you can contact us via email provided. Why don't you accept any form of payment other than Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the most anonymous form of payment and requires no personal information. It can also be trusted 100% of the time. If you're unfamiliar with it, you will want to learn about it before you proceed with placing an order. There are links on the front page to websites where you could purchase Bitcoin. Do the cards belong to anyone? Will the cards get blocked? The cards we are selling don't belong to anyone. Only you, the buyers, and us know that they exist. The cards won't be blocked because they are not stolen or cloned cards. What do the cards come with? How can I use them? Every card you purchase will come with a PIN code for making purchases and withdrawals, the balance of the card, a full 16-digit card number, and a CVV on the back. The cards work like a bank debit card on a gift card that has a PIN. They can even be used in person at stores, shops, ATMs, etc., and most places. Who in the hell is gonna purchase a credit card from the deep web and use it on a place such as, or purchase something from a place such as a store, shops, ATMs that have cameras? That would be a very dumb idea. Anyways, if I want to use the cards online, what information do I use on the name, billing information, etc.? Act as though it's a gift card. Just use your own information, billing and shipping information. Yeah, right, don't do that. Then just use the card's numbers for the payment information. If you do this, or if anybody comes across this and they actually do invest in this, and you're not a federal agent, well, I feel bad for you, but if you are dumb enough to do this, get it mailed to an out-of-state P.O. box just to play it safe, to make sure you're not messing around with something that's going to get you entrapped. Anyways, do I need to hide my identity when using these cards? No, the cards are risk-free and safe to use in public, just like you would use your own credit card or bank card. No disguise or mask is needed. Should I be concerned about any authority coming after me while or after using your cards? No, the cards are risk-free, prepaid cards. They are not stolen cards, and no one is looking for them, and even though we know they exist. How long will the cards last? As stated before, they won't get blocked, so they will last until the expiration date shown on the card, which is almost always a couple years out. We advise you use them before then, though. Can you refill my cards once I emptied them? No. We only load the cards once, so when a card is depleted of funds, you can dispose of it and order more cards from us. Is there any manual or guide to help me use the cards? If you know how to use a debit card, that is all you need to know to be able to use our cards in a correct way. Now, I think this is really fake, or it's a honeypot. I don't believe that somebody on the deep web is selling credit cards that are filled with $2,000 worth, and I would only have to purchase it for $100 or $150. I just don't believe it. I think it's either created by the FBI or maybe potentially a scammer looking to steal people's money. So if you come across this website, please don't invest any Bitcoins into it. Other than that, I think we're going to back out of this website and go to the next one. Looks like we stumbled across another blogging website that's titled I'm Lonely. At the top, they have 4 different links and a search function. Let's read one of their most recent blogs to find out what this website's all about. One hits the dust, and it was posted on 04/14/2018. It's archived and tagged with depression. Here's the first archive of many more to come. I made it a couple months ago. I also included the subfolder so you can compare the first and second crawls. The changes are minimal. Written by a Japanese person who was chewed through by the Japanese education system after he failed the university entrance exam. He knows his chances are already slim at the beginning, and the probability of going to a higher ranked university is 5% in the first place. It only gets worse. There's a neat photo of him cooking his books on a stove. Read down below to find out more. Miracles don't just happen most of the time. The problem is that sometimes being realistic about your opinions comes off as unconfident to most people. People walk into a metaphoric pits that I could see from miles away all the time. So let's click on their link. See what this is all about. I'm gonna scroll down, go to the next part. What I've been up to this week. It's posted on 2/23/2018. I've had a lot of time to think over the past few days, being completely off the grid, except when I trek to the nearest mall to get some Wi-Fi to check email and send some FLAC albums over to Iria 2 on my server. Pooping in an outhouse, training my mental arithmetic, and observing and listening to people. I didn't get to study as much math as I hoped to. I did the first 3 problem sets of 6.042 divided by 18.062J on MIT OCW. I'll be getting DSL installed tomorrow, so that's good news. I had a trimmer in my left hand. Disassociated from a moment and got a bit nauseous during dinner yesterday. The disassociation crops up from time to time. It started when I was a teen. I've been writing 2 long-ass posts exceeding 1,000 words, but one of them is on things I like to buy, others on red pilling. I'm not sure if I should go on writing in such detail, but I suppose it won't hurt. It's more therapeutic than anything else, I guess, since I'm not out to convince anyone. I mirrored the Doha District Wiki after finding out that the Onion was taken down by DDoS attack. I set up IPFS on my server. It's been stable so far, and I hope to begin sharing entire albums, although ideal temperatures are starting to hover around 50 Celsius, which is expected given that it's an enclosed compartment with a plastic door. TDP of the CPU is 35 watts, but the whole system drawn should be only 12 watts in average. I'd also like to continue drawing. I did some freehanding sketching over the years. I will probably not upload any old drawings. I like to draw full-body people and a few scenes. One of them is around a dinner table. I've never done realistic drawings in color before. I'm wondering if I should go to the library or a shop to scan it after I draw the outline in pencil and then colorize it on the computer, or just find a set of color pencils. I like to try watercolors too, but I'm very self-conscious of drawing others around me. I don't think anyone knows I draw. Every time I hear footsteps, I quickly hide it under a pile of papers. Now, if we scroll down, there's more posts on this blog. I think this blog is fairly suitable for all audiences. It doesn't seem that there's anything malicious. But essentially, it's a person that's revealing all their personal thoughts about life, about the way they view things, or about their current projects that they're taking care of. Now, if we click on downloads, we will find out what they have to offer as downloads. It says, files with the Chinese or Japanese symbol are encrypted with OpenSSL. It's AES 256 CBC encryption. The password is simple, Unix-based 64 of the original file name, including the extension, and not trailing from line feed, so use echo space -in space file name in brackets, and then you just do a pipe to separate that, and then enter in base 64 instead of base 64 in this coding information. As mentioned in my first blog post, this is chosen so that sequentially streaming is possible. Now here's some more commands or codes to enter into a Unix command system, the terminal, essentially. The first we get, part simply downloads and then outputs the stdout. Second part decrypts and then outputs to the stdout again. The flag to save to the file is -out or something for open SSL, but both encryption and decryption. I think third part just enables temporary caching so you could seek around the file while streaming it. Example of my encrypting, uploading to Google Drive and then streaming such a file. So as you can see, they have about 25 lines of commands that you would enter into your terminal. Some are made up of commands to download specific files. Some are made to basically do other things, but basically that's it. And it looks like you would be streaming and downloading a stream in FLAC audio bitstream format. It would have 16 bits and it would be stereo quality at 44.1 kilohertz. That's pretty good quality. Now, I don't recommend you downloading this page because essentially what you have to do is create a Bluetooth virtual machine, open up the terminal, and then you would have to find this website again on a separate machine that's running Tor, and then you would enter in this command line into the terminal into the secondary Ubuntu system. This would download the stream and then it should start playing the music. Now I could test it out for you guys on this episode, but I think we're going to play it safe. We can come back to this website in the future and see if the stream is actually real and if it actually allows us to play the music. So I think we're going to back out of this one and go to the next website. Looks like we stumbled across another website focusing on being some kind of ARG. Let's check out what it has to offer. Now I opened up the source code to see what they had reviewed in their message, and it's all written in Russian. They also have linked a song titled romance.mp3. I'm going to try to translate this Russian for you guys while we listen to this song. So let's check out what this ARG is all about. Hopefully it doesn't contain a screamer. Hopefully it doesn't contain audio that is somewhat very scary. Let's check it out. And we're going to play the music to see if there's something sinister behind the audio track.
Краю зорного платка ты ушла, а мне не больно.
We're going to copy the message and we're going to throw it into Firefox to see if we can translate the message. See what it's all about. And personally, I wish I knew how to speak Russian. I think Russian is an interesting language. It also helps with dynamic political relationship in the world. It could be something very innocent, such as an ARG focused on speaking the truth or about romance, or it could be something more sinister, something more deep, with deeper understanding. So let's go ahead and type up Google Translate. We're going to translate this Russian language into... We're going to translate this message into something that we can read.
Дорогая самая, да у меня гитара, никогда я не расстанусь с ней. И зорной, и больно, краю зорного платка.
If Carter does it again. But I promise that this time he's not participating. If you're not another person equal to him. Anyway, I'm telling you a poem, once a story about a man without fate, in which he lost everything, your family, your lover, and wine, for 6 robbers. Now the mariachi wants to collect them together to eliminate this person, as if he were the worst cancer that never existed. As if he were the worst cancer that ever existed. I'll come later. P.S. Find out where the music comes from in passing. Pedro. So it could be a person that actually is from Spanish or Latin descent that is using Russian language to cover up their tracks. Now, the next step in figuring out what this ARG is all about is finding out where the song came from. And once we find it out, using maybe Shazam or another music identifying program, we could follow the tracks and go to the next part of the ARG. We're not going to figure out that this time. If you think you know what this website's ARG point or main concept is about, please leave comments in the section below so that way I could figure it out as well. Let's go to the next one. So it looks like we stumbled across a website that's now a part of the tour vendor collection. They have supposedly a link to all the important shops and markets on the deep web. It says, welcome. Have you ever tried to buy something on Tor Network? We have. Do you know how many cases have we received the ordered stuffs? Despite of we were very careful. It was about 30%, but now it's over. We believe in the freedom of internet and the Tor network, but a lot of imposters try to take advantage of the anonymity of the so-called dark web. But why do people call it the dark web? It sounds like something illegal, right? And as long as the majority of its users experience not to get their packages what they paid for, it stays true. But we are going to change this, and this is the purpose why we created this page, to know which vendor shops and markets, new and old, are reliable on the Tor network. We don't want to call the Tor networks as dark web, but free web. So this website is giving people feedback and reviews on specific Tor deep web vendors that they've personally purchased items from. This allows the people visiting this website to make a decision where to purchase their goods from on the deep web. We try to collect the available web shops and give you the opportunity to have the right choice. But we are not enough for this. We need you also. A lot of shops are being created, so we kindly ask you to help us improve our database with shops which are currently not found on our page by clicking on recommended new shops, and then you could send the domain and your experience with it. Besides that, please vote and comment the shops which are known by you to have more feedback. Don't forget to check the shop's rating before you buy anything on vote and comment. Let's scroll up and see which shops they have to recommend. Now the first shop is Fight Club. It's a seller of some kind of digital information, it looks like. I don't know if we're going to click on that onion link, but essentially 65% of the reviews are positive. There's 25 comments. Let's click on see details. Now it looks like they sell driver's license, utility bills, such things of that nature. Pretty sketchy, pretty illegal. But anyways, the first comment says bestseller on DNM for digital items for sure, and he offers gifts sometimes and says nothing to say. Are you serious? These scans are so pathetic and it's dangerous. I think that person meant to say scams, but it's alright. You will fail and be flogged anywhere you use this rubbish. There is no quality, no skills, not even a forgery that mildly represents the original. So as you can see, a bunch of people have commented 15 comments. And a lot of people claim that the network is fake. It looks like some of them, it works for them. Some of them are experiencing not so good service. So essentially that is it. This website could be very important for people that actually want to purchase things from the deep web, which me personally I don't recommend unless you're a federal agent, like I said earlier in this episode. That's basically it. That's basically it for this website. I think we're gonna back out and go to the next one. Once again, we stumbled across a website on the deep web that contains a game or multiple games. That's right. In the previous episodes, we stumbled across the Snake game. In future episodes, we're going to stumble across some Connect 4 games. This specific website hosts puzzles, which are technically in the classification of games. So let's check out the puzzles that they have. It looks like they have several puzzles to choose from. My favorite one being the illuminated one. So we're going to go ahead and click on Start Puzzle, just to see how legitimate it is. Alright, now we've just landed on a page that has the Illuminati symbol. And it looks like there's some music playing in the background, but I'm not going to bother to plug in the audio inputs to hear the music. But essentially, maybe the website is actually not a puzzle website, but it's actually a place where they're trying to link different ARGs that have a puzzling meaning behind the deep web website. So as you can see, this website contains a hidden message. So it looks like there's a secret message that's written in Morse code. I don't know if the audio is going to contain a Morse code message as well, but this Morse code can be thrown into Google Translate program and it can translate the message. So let's see if we can do that today. Let's go ahead and scroll back to the page and then we'll find a decoder. So we find a Morse code translator online. We're going to copy and paste this line of Morse code, and then we're going to paste it into the translator. And let's hope that there's a translation. Now it links to a different part of the website that is /the$.html. So if we copy this and paste it into the Tor browser, it's going to take us to another page. Now I'm a little scared on clicking on this link or pressing enter, but let's see if this puzzle has a positive side to it. We're going to press enter. And it says that the page is not found on that server. This is a dead end to this specific ARG. Now if we go back to the page, the music is still playing. I think I'm going to click back and check out maybe another puzzle. The first one, which is listed, is time. So let's start that puzzle to see what it's all about. It says this puzzle is a lot harder than the past few. It is a 5-part puzzle with many doors to open. As with all puzzles, you will be told when you reach the end. There's 7 pages to hide for the last one we went to. Huh, interesting. Let's click on the time puzzle. Oh no, Lord, it's going to contain a video. So I don't know if we're going to play this video. I might have to blur it out. But let's click OK and see what this is all about. What's going on? So it's a video of a kitchen. You have a coffee maker, it looks like, in the corner. It's very blurry and it's just in black and white. There is, I don't know, something on the ground by the sink. It could be a bag or it could be something else, I don't know. And then basically you see the cabinets, some things on the kitchen shelf, And that's basically all there is to it. Now it says another puzzle. Oh God, oh Lord, what in the hell? I'm definitely gonna blur this out. Now I do believe this was featured on some Ordinary Gamer stream before, but basically we stumbled across a very, very, very disturbing ARG. I mean, this is, what the hell did I just see? Oh my God. There was no blood, there was no gore, but it still was in that sense classification of horrorness, like horror film, horror gore, but there was no blood shown, but it was still pretty disturbing. Should we go ahead and enter into this puzzle even deeper? Let's try to see what it has to hide. So we click on begin. Oh man, there's 4 doors to choose from. 4 doors. So I think what we will do is we are going to choose this door right here. And this will bring us to the next page. Hopefully it's not another video. It is another video, oh man. We're gonna go ahead and activate this script and see what this video has to contain. I'm pretty sure this is more horrific than the next one. So basically it's a video that just says coming soon, is zooming in, got a weird lights flashing. And yeah, some kind of weird message, and then you got blurred footage of a door that's zooming in, that's basically just zooms in 3 times, 4 times, I don't know, and the door looks like it might eventually open, and it reveals a figure, a person, and a weird outfit. Wow, this is very disturbing. Oh man, and they're zooming up all close. Oh my God, that was a damn screamer and a half. Now, alright, we're going back to a different area. Alright. Very, very strange message. Very, very strange. Don't forget to what? Don't forget to feed the kitty. Very disturbing website. Obviously, this person that created this website is pretty disturbed, and they may be either psychologically sick, or they may be just creating an ARG that's focused on scaring people. Essentially, that's it. Now, it looks like they're viewing in on their dog and their cat, the cat that supposedly needs to be fed. And essentially that's it. I think we're going to back out of this ARG. A little too weird for me, a little too edgy, and yeah. Let's check out the next website. No, it looks like we stumbled across another weird ARG. I know that I say that a lot, that the deep web contains a lot of alternative reality games. What is true, there's a lot of edgy people and artists that want to take their work underground, and the best way to do that is by presenting it to a crowd on the deep web. So this is another one of those websites. It says, it's a mystery. It's a mystery, that's all it says basically. There's nothing to click on the page, and then there's a ghost. Now, there's some music that we could listen to, so let's check out what that's all about while we view the source code. And as you can hear in the background, the music is playing an organ with some kind of whistle. It's almost like a happy song. It doesn't seem too mysterious to me. And if we look at the source code, we cannot find anything that I know of here. No real hidden message or code or script to sort of translate. The song may contain the mystery within itself, but basically that's all this website has to offer. It's a mystery, basically, and that's all there is to it. Me personally, I like the song so far. I think we're gonna back out of this one and go to our deep web video of the week. So we stumbled across our deep web video of the week. It looks like it contains some dolls and a makeshift playhouse. Hopefully there's no jumper or scary part to it, and I'm hoping that it's going to have a clean message. So let's check it out. Alright. we have some music. What the hell? At the end of that video, the dolls were mixing up another smaller doll in a bowl. What the hell? What the hell was that? Let's go ahead and watch that again. Maybe turn up the volume on the audio so we can get a clear idea as to what the music is playing in the background and why these dolls are mixing another doll in a bowl. So let's check it out really quick. Alright, so you got dolls playing at a table. You got the baby that gets hit, the younger baby, and then a child is being fed dolls. And that's basically what it is. It was a doll set where you have dolls, a doll family living together. The adult mother doll slaps the younger doll child, and then there's a baby child in the doll's hand of the mother's arms. There's the baby child, and she's feeding them even smaller dolls. Not even baby dolls, but just small sized dolls. Now that was doll cannibalism, if technically to be correct. That's dolls eating dolls. Let's go and check it out one more time, just so I get a clarification. And yeah, I was right. There's a dead doll in the back. You got the dolls moving, and they're eating other small miniature dolls. How freaking sick is that? That's weird. So essentially, this is an art project somebody put together on the deep web, and they basically made it to display how dolls, there's such thing as doll cannibalism, I guess. I never would have thought in this world that there would be a thing such as doll cannibalism, but it's true. We saw it in the video, dolls eating other dolls. So I think we're gonna back out of this video. This is pretty interesting, pretty weird. Let's go to the next website. Alright, we stumbled across Fresh Onions. This is a website that is similar to crawlers, and it updates web links, onion links, newly searched through their crawler. Now, as you can see, some websites contain names and some don't. There's a link usually on the left, and then you have the title on the right side. So if we scroll down, there's a bunch of websites that this crawler has been basically tracking. So this website in general is a perfect website to try to find new deep web links that would be of use to you in your life. Now, you got to be careful with the unnamed links or links that are going to contain illegal information. So if you're going to a drug dealer's website or a potential illegal website that's even worse than that, then my suggestion is just don't click on it. Just don't go to it and ignore that site exists. But essentially, there's a lot of resourceful information on the deep web that you could access through this website. Some websites may contain hacking tools. Some websites may allow you to invest in bitcoins to make a profit. Some websites also may be able to teach you about religion and biblical philosophy. Now, like I said, just be careful when you're on this website, because you don't want to be clicking on something that's going to destroy your life forever. Essentially, that's it. This will be the last website for this deep web episode. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And you have a good afternoon or evening.